Shawn High School, but he brings a wealth of education and experience into the classroom. Before teaching business education, he worked in HR at SLPS, and before working in secondary education, worked in higher education right here at Lindenwood in the admissions office. Before Lindenwood, he worked at Stowe. He has his BA in sports management and his MBA in general business. Impressive young man that has accomplished so much, and I think not only do you see that in his resume, but I think you're going to see that in his defense today.
Thank you, Dr. Elder, for the introduction. It's good to be here today. It's been a long road. First off, I want to thank God and give him all the glory for where he has taken me. So today, I'm doing a case study on the experiences of Black men participating in an African American male initiative at a post-secondary institution. So I have to return the favor to Dr. Elder. She gave me such an awesome introduction. Dr. Elder pushed me and she encouraged me, and I would not be at this point this fast without Dr. Elder giving me that push that I needed. I also want to thank Dr. Cochran and Dr. Swearingen for being awesome committee members. They supported me, they nurtured me during the process. They were the ones that made me feel good, and they rubbed my back and made sure that I felt warm and fuzzy inside, so they mitigate the stress that I had to endure while trying to do this degree. So why this topic? Why would I choose something that is one of the most sensitive topics in society at this moment? So when I started working in higher ed, I noticed that there are very few African American males in the field. Let alone, I noticed that I was one of the only African American males of my age bracket in the field. There was no one else everywhere that I worked that was in the same age bracket as me. A lot of African American males have chosen paths that weren't always the best, or they always, a lot of them missed out on vital information. And I always was curious as to why that was the case. I've always been an inquisitive young man since a child. I always wanted to know. I always wanted to know why was there very few African American males in education. Most of my teachers, I can name the Black male teachers that I had my whole career, and there was only two. So the purpose of the study is to show the impact of mentorship through the African American Male Initiative Program at a post-secondary institution. At this phase in life, as I mentioned before, African American males are known to make decisions or go down paths that aren't usually beneficial to them, and not only to them, their families, and then to the African American male group. The activities that Fox and SWAT 2008 mentioned that the activities that these African American males participated in were sometimes illegal or diminish the image of the Black male, solidifying a negative connotation that is placed on them. So I thank Fox and SWAT for backing me up on that. With this being the case, my project aimed to show the experiences of Black men participating in the African American Male Initiative and how they are encouraged, supported, and enriched through a mentorship program. Literature review. So during my literature review, I noticed that the research that all these different researchers had were parallel to my life experiences. They were all parallel. Research by Smith, Hung, and Franklin stated that higher education for a Black male the higher the stress levels. So the higher a black male is educated, the more stress that they have to endure, and it impacts them not only just with their mindset, but it impacts their psychological and their health too as well. Either way, African American males must face adversity, whether it's getting a degree or whether it's trying to fight to survive in the streets. And Wade and Rosalind backed me up, 2013, stating that facing racism was a dynamic challenge within itself. So facing racism in the academia world or in the streets is something that is very challenging that African American males must face. Franklin, 1999, he described that African American males, they repeated encounters with prejudice and racism that caused the invisibility syndrome. This is defined as a struggle that they face on the inside. This is something that makes them feel as if their talents, makes them feel that their value, their personality, their abilities are invisible, not seen. And I want you all to key in on the invisibility syndrome. That is something that's going to be very important throughout this oral defense. Poor black male leadership, another important topic that I chose in this, in my research and doing my literature review. Harvard 2009 stated that the typical black male in education, in an educational setting, was taught almost exclusively by white females. And these white females, as a whole, based off of Harvard's research, showed that they had an insufficient anticipation for academic achievement of those males. And they had high expectation for negative things as related to black males. They had high expectation for poor behavior, intellectual stupidity, and a dispassion for learning and education. Another very important research that I found that it's the most simple, and maybe it's the most simple research that I found from Harvard 2017. This is something that impacted me and helped me to make the decision to make myself a part of the research. 2% of the teachers in the United States of America are black men. Only 2% in the United States of America. So I looked at that, and that impacted me, and I had to think back, and I said to myself, how many black male teachers did I have growing up? So I decided to contribute myself to that number. So now I'm a teacher in the United States. Caffelli, 2012, stated that to excel in school, black male students, they need role models. They need people that look like them to guide them, to help them, to show them the way, and to be able to connect with them. It's kind of hard to connect with somebody if you don't know their struggle, if you don't know their story, if you don't know the different things that they had to go through. It's kind of hard to do that. Mentorship. So according to Sanchez, Hurd, Neblett, and Vaclavec, 2017, black males were targeted for mentoring and intervention programs that suited their needs due to the fact that their needs were unique. Sanchez, Hurd, Neblett, and Vaclavec, they got it. They figured out that African American males' needs were unique. They weren't the same. Every group isn't the exact same. And they decided to try to find out what their needs were so that they can suit their needs. Black boys transition into adulthood. As they transition into adulthood, it's an uncertainty that they have. A lot of black males don't think that they'll be able to make it to the age of 21. Most of the friends I had, even females that I've known, they didn't think that they were going to make it past 18 or even 21, that's very alarming to think that your life isn't valuable to where you want to live the expected life, the life expectancy of somebody in the United States. According to Spencer and Tinsley, 2008, identity development was key to adaptive coping thus developing a healthy identity as a black male in society that often problematized black males was challenging and critical tasks that mentors could support. Moreover, mentorship intervention was developed to properly address the unique risk factors placed on black boys. Research questions. So now we're getting into my actual research. So research question number 1. How can programs such as the African American Male Initiative Program produce more black males that value education? How can being in the African American Male Initiative help black males to be leaders and positive role models for younger black males? Research question number 3. How are African American males supported in the African American Male Initiative compared to other organizations? And research question number 4. How does the African American Male Initiative help black males overcome challenges? So for my structural framework, I used a questionnaire for the black males that participated in the African American Male Initiative. I also used interviews. I used this to explore the similarities and differences of the African American males that did not participate in the African American Male Initiative, but may have participated in a different organizational initiative. What is this program about? What do they do? So the AMI is a structured program that is overseen by a coordinator. The African American Male Initiative Coordinator, he oversees the program. He is the one that heads all the meetings. He recruits the students to be a part of the program. He also recruits faculty members, black male faculty members, or any staff members that are African American males to be mentors in the program. He also recruits some of the members that are more experienced to be mentors to the younger members in the program. And it was held at a community college that had 2 separate campuses. So I did my data collection in the fall 2017 semester. After I got all my approvals, electronic questionnaires were sent out to all the participants in the African American Male Initiative Program. And once I got all of those back, I made sure that I coded them, and I made sure that I evaluated each and every last one of them. I chose a sample size of 19 to 24. The reason why I did that is because it was about roughly a little more than half the males that participated in the program. So having a little bit more than half is a good sample size to give me good results, so I can have good data for my research. Once the questionnaires were received via email, the researcher completed a qualitative analysis. Like I told you earlier, I evaluated and coded all the data from the participants of the study. The researcher included interviews in the data collection as well, and interviews provided more in-depth analysis of the participants' beliefs, perceptions, and it also hit hard on their experiences, because that's what I wanted to hit on. I wanted to know what their experience was like. Participants that were interviewed were 4 black males who did not participate in the AAMI, I'm going to use the pseudonym, but were students at the post-secondary institution. These students were in other programs outside of AAMI, and the coordinator of the AAMI program was also interviewed as well. So interviews were handwritten, recorded, and the coordinator of AAMI, I interviewed him, recorded everything, and then I used the data, I coded it, and I accurately displayed the results. So, the results, the most important thing. So, for research question 1, it was talking about valuing education. Every participant of the study that answered the questions on valuing education agreed that AAMI can produce more black males that value education. Members also stated that the AMI helped them in deciding what they wanted to do in college as far as major-wise, what they want to study, or if they wanted to pursue their education even further, whether it's getting a master's degree or getting a doctorate degree. One participant stated, "My major is engineering, and the African American Initiative has helped me by introducing me to people at Missouri S&T. Another participant stated that his major was computer science and stated, yes, they have provided tutoring services, productive learning environment resources to do homework, such as computers, printers, and etc. Based off the questionnaire results, 92.8% of the participants from the AMI stated that they were influenced by the AMI program. And there were only 14.2% of these participants that were undecided as to what they wanted their major to be. Research question 2, leadership and role models. One participant stated, "We need more leaders that are black men who are serious about helping others." Another participant said, "I think there should be way more leaders that look like me." Participants spoke on how they knew what true leadership was since being in AAMI. Another participant stated, "A leader helps those around him so that everyone can help fight through the challenges that you are going to face with fighting oppression and supporting blacks across America." After understanding what leadership means, some participants expressed how they wanted to become leaders in the future, and one participant stated, "I can see myself being a leader one day." As you can see, already through this program, these black males are being impacted in a positive way to where now they're starting to value education. Now they're starting to understand what leadership is and desiring to be a leader one day so they can help other young African American males. Leadership displayed in the AMI program, 92.8% of the members stated that they found black male leadership important now. So something I wanted to add to this, once they found out I was doing this study, just the topic alone impacted not only the person that was over the IRB board to approve it, but the coordinator and the students. This is their opportunity, their voices to be heard. So they're actually telling you how they feel. Although they're not here right now, this came from within these young men and within the coordinator. I just wanted to add that to this as well so you can understand that this isn't just about research. This is about a life-changing thing that I'm trying to do. Research question 3, African American male support. So according to participants in the study, they felt that AAMI was their support system on campus. When asked if the participants had support on campus, one participant stated, "Yes, but only with the AAMI staff. They are the only ones that value us." While a different participant added, he learned how to interview, dress for interview, network, deal with police, and talk to my professor. This is very, very powerful. In just this short time, because the program, this is a community college, so this is a 2-year school. And for these young men to be in this program and to be impacted in such a short amount of time, just imagine how many African American males can be impacted if more people participated in mentoring these African American males, not just African American males, period. Research question 3 continued. The challenges I face in society are knowing that I am not completely safe while I commute from destination to destination, whether it be because of the threat of strangers or the threat of the police. So this is a commuter type of campus. This isn't a residential campus. So these students, they have to take the bus to school or drive to school or ride their bike to school. These responses showed a lack of support and understanding, which could greatly affect a college experience on campus. So these are the students that aren't participating in AAMI. And as you can see, their mindset compared to the AMI students' mindset is completely different. They still suffer from that invisibility syndrome, while the AA and MI members are being cured from the invisibility syndrome. So unlike the AA and MI members, they did not show a sense of mental strength and maturity relative to how to handle these situations. Overcoming challenges. So that's actually a picture of Booker T. Washington right here. This is a man that exemplifies overcoming challenges. Booker T. Washington was a judge in a time frame where it was very hard for African American males to thrive. He said success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome. So I thought that his quote and his picture was fitting for this slide right here. So when asked if AA and MI equip members for discriminatory challenges, one participant stated, yes, because they show you that you're not alone. Remember the invisibility syndrome. Now they feel like this is coming from them. They have not researched any of this. They didn't do the literature review like I did. This is just their own experience. And that if you fight through challenges, you'll be able to help those that are coming up behind you so that they don't have to go through the same thing. Another participant stated that AA and MI helped him by informing me about racism in this country and how to overcome and maneuver. Powerful. And this is all within the AMI program. However, non-AAMI participants had a different perspective on overcoming challenges. One non-AAMI participant stated, I think people look at me like I'm not going to graduate. So once I got all of my results, I evaluated and I coded. The first thing was value in education. My second thing was support. My third thing was challenges. My fourth thing was impact of AAMI. And my fifth thing was experience. So when I coded all my data, a lot of the answers that were given to me based off of the questions that I had in surveys and interview responses. So based off the results from the research, mentorship of black males from older black males played a pivotal role in their success. Young black males were motivated to get their education. They wanted to succeed in life. They wanted to be the best they could be because they had a role model there. They had somebody that looked like them to actually show that they cared and supported them. Harper's 2012 research illustrated how critical it was for black males to become educators and role models. So some Harper researchers in 2012 and in 2017, his research validated what these students said. Filling the gap. So this research fills the gaps because it highlights the importance of mentorship programs and such as AMI and higher education promotes more black males to become educators. The results of the research illustrates a method that can be a catalyst for black male reformation, powerful enough to impact society. And lastly, this research not only identifies the problems with black males in higher education, but dissects it and provides a solution-based method to help with our young black males. So evolution through mentorship. So members stated how they learned how to excel despite challenges that they had to face. The exposure to different people and different environments through field trips helped to evolve the mindset of the black males that are in the program. And then also members also stated that they learned skills such as communication, time management, and professional etiquette. So as you can see, their minds were evolved. They evolved even as a person. In school, black males need role models that look like them. So education and career. So their So their interests were stimulated, and because of that, they were able to increase their GPA and love for education, and they decided to pursue their degree further, and some also expressed to be entrepreneurs. To be possible, there must be role models in their lives that could push them to their goals and help them to see their potential. So I would highly recommend post-secondary institutions to develop an AA in my program. Any questions?
Dr. Gibson.
Yes. Thank you for helping me find the right life.
I told you. You guys had him waiting out here. I said, just wait.
He got me down too, I think.
Congratulations, doctor.
Thank you. At 28 years old. 28 years old.
Something to eat.
Yes, for sure.
Maybe a little taste something of it.
Read it right on there.
Yeah, come on, let's see the picture.